Hi everyone! So I want to show you how you can tell where each year's growth was using this sweet gum branch. So you can see here that the terminal bud, which has the leaf scales, the bud scales around it, the bud scales have sort of broken open and the new apical meristem and the new baby leaves are just starting to emerge from these growing tips. But what I really wanted to show you is areas like this, which have a little sort of set of wrinkles. That's where last year's bud scales were. And then, or 2 years ago, I guess, that last year's bud scales are here. And in between, this is as much as that branch grew in a single year. So only a very short number of branches, and all of these spots here are where last year's leaves were. So these are leaf scars on the branch. So you can see along this branch several areas where there is a series of short little nodes between the bud scales, and then more expansive areas between the leaves that are sort of green and photosynthetic for that year. So you can almost count back how many years old this twig was. So now I'm feeling a little bad because I cut off about 3 or 4 years of growth off of this branch, but it was a really big tree and it had lots of branches. Sorry, tree. These are all native trees to the Midwest. We have several maples. We have, this is a river birch, which is actually flowering, making some male pollen producing flowers. I'll get a picture of these, but in each one of these little segments there is some pollen being produced. And you can see that the tree is flowering and the leaves are just starting to develop from the buds that were at each axillary meristem. Yeah, so you can have a look all over wherever you are, no matter where you are, in the tropics or in the West or in the Midwest or wherever you happen to be. Look for a tree that's just, that you look like it looks like it's never gonna be green again, and see if you can see the tips of the branches, because I think you'll be able to see that the buds are going to start swelling and they're going to start bursting out and making new leaves. And I'm going to link or show you the website for Project Bud Burst, because if you happen to be around the very first day that one of these trees produces new leaves, you can make an observation and contribute to this wide-scale community science project. So after your exam and on this weekend, I hope that you go outside using a proper distancing protocols and find plant growth no matter where it is. Spring is different in different places, and it may not even be spring where you are, but plants are growing somewhere, and I think you should go find them. Have a good weekend.